Hi, my name is Borys, and in this video I'm going to show you an amazing new way of writing chord progressions in Ableton Live 12. We'll be using a tool called Stacks, which allows you to create unexpected chord combinations. Before we get into the video, if you like what we are doing on this channel, make sure to subscribe. We've got more content about Ableton coming up, and if you'd like to learn Live 12 with all the foundations of music production, check out our Beginner to Advanced Live 12 Start to Finish course. And if you would like to learn chords and harmony, check out our Music Theory for Melodic House and Techno course. Alright, so let's get started. So as I said, we're going to be writing 3 chord progressions, and let's just play them first of all, so you will know what is going to be the end result. Here I just have an upright piano, nothing special. And I'm going to be writing the chords here on the piano because it's a bit easier to work with at the beginning, and then we will move these chord progressions onto our tracks, which all use wavetable with different audio effects on top. So let's get started by choosing the scale, and for the first progression we're going to be using the C sharp or D flat major scale. It could also be the A sharp minor scale. The scale is going to be exactly the same here. Let's just stick with what we have here and let's make a brand new MIDI clip. By default, it will probably look like this for you. So first of all, this is very short. We just have 1 bar here. So we can go to 4 bars here with length, and now we have 4 bars. And we're just going to be creating a 4 chord progression every time. So chord 1, chord 2, and so on. First of all, we can enable the scale, and we can actually fold to the scale. So we're just left with the C sharp major scale. For now, we're not writing anything. We're not playing and recording anything. All we want to do is just go to the last tab here. So this is the generative tools tab, and you want to just choose stacks. So all we want to do now is just click right here, and we've generated 4 chords. You can see that all of these chords are the same. It's the B sharp 1 chord with the root at that note and no inversion. If we just select these 3 notes at the beginning, we can see the stack shape that has been created. It's the most basic chord, so basically a triad. We're just skipping 1 note of the scale here, starting from the B sharp. And the stacks are really simple. You can choose different chord shapes by clicking this arrow right here. And you can also invert these chords. So if we here go to 1, the bottom note jumped an octave, and then the same is going to happen with the D. So let's just stay at 1 and let's choose another chord shape. And this is nice because we have a cluster here. Sounds intriguing at the beginning. Let's continue. We can choose the second chord. We could also do the same thing over here, but it just gives us a nice visual. For this chord, we're going to go down to A sharp, and we're going to choose the second inversion and a different chord shape. We can choose one that has 4 notes like this. Interesting. So we have a melody note. We're going up, and also we have a nice cluster here, so it's making it sound a bit elaborate. Okay, let's take a look at chord 3. And here I'm going to go to D sharp and also choose a different chord shape. Let's play what we have. So we are sticking with the same melody note on top, and we are doing a bit of a different phrasing of the notes here, and it sounds nice. And let's just continue with the last chord. And here let's go to A sharp 1 once again, and inversion 1. And let's play all that we have. Now I'm going to click Ctrl and 2 a bunch of times to just make the grid smaller, and I'm pressing B to enter the drawing mode. Because we have this nice ascending melody line, we could do the same thing and actually maybe even duplicate this note right here. Let's hear what this sounds like now. Maybe it would be a bit stronger if we just added bass notes, and we actually could, for example, take this note, let's go to D, and then down to A sharp, to D down there, and back to A sharp. I'm going to select these notes, make them quieter, and let's put the entire progression up an octave. And what we could also do is extend this chord even more. We could add an extension on top, make it a bit quieter. And let's just put it onto our dark pad sound and hear it. Most of the work has been done by the stacks. We are just adding the bass notes, we are maybe changing up some of the melody notes, but the bulk of the chord progressions has been created. It's actually the A sharp minor scale if we take a look at the progression, because it resolves back to A sharp. But yeah, you can also write the same progression in C sharp major because it has all the same notes. Okay, let's now write the pattern number 2. And for this one, we're going to be using the F sharp Dorian scale, actually. So F sharp and going to Dorian. Same deal here. We are going to be writing a 4-bar progression, so just changing the length. Let's just generate the stacks. It could be interesting. Let's actually hear what we have by default. So already we could work with this, but yeah, I think we could use something else. We could maybe invert the first chord. Let's hear it and let's stick with it. Go to C with the second chord, and we could do the third inversion and maybe a different shape. Let's play it. It's a very similar shape if we take a closer look. It's got these nice clusters here towards the bottom of the chord. That sounds really nice to my ear. Let's take a look at chord number 3. Actually, this fits already. I don't think we're going to be changing that. And let's take a look at the last one and just go to F. And no inversion this time. Maybe we can also change the shape. Actually, let's play it. Yeah, I think it would work a bit better if we actually turn this note off. I know it gives us this nice cluster, but I think we want a nice resolution towards the end. Alright, so maybe we can just add some bass notes to this. Once again, just changing up the grid. The first chord is E, so I'm just going to add an E. Second chord is C, so going back to C. Third chord is G, so going down, and repeating the same thing with the F down here. So just making this a bit quieter, and let's play this entire progression. And let's play it with the shimmer pad sound. It's a bit more hopeful than the first progression. It was really easy to write it. Most of the time when you're just scrolling through the stack shapes, you're not really aware of what kind of extension you are using. You can just go by it visually, or you can just hear how the chord you're making corresponds to everything before. It's really a nice and fun way of coming up with new chord progressions if you're feeling a bit stuck, or if you're just looking for a brand new way of writing chords. Let's just make a new MIDI clip for the last one. And here we're going to be using another scale, this time G sharp, and let's go to harmonic minor actually. So it's right here. Of course, we need to change the length We could try generating the same chord progression with stacks, but let's just choose our own chords. The first one, let's choose the second inversion and a different chord shape. And let's take a look at the second one. I'm going to go to G sharp, and we're just going to do the second inversion and the first shape here. So pretty much repeating the same shape here. For the third chord, we are going to be sticking with A sharp here, but let's do the second inversion and let's hear what we have. Really nice cluster right here. And for the last chord, we are going to D, down to D sharp 2, and let's just choose a different interesting shape, and let's stick with this. Let's play it. I think we could do without the E right here. We could try repeating the A as well. And I think we have a bass note created like this. We could also do bass notes. In fact, what we could do is select these three because we are ascending and copy it over to F. So here it is. We have a nice ascending bass line and a nice ascending melody line, which then goes back down to the A. Actually, what we can also do is use another tool in Live 12, which is Strum. And you can go into the second tab here, which is Transformation Tools. You can just select Strum. You can just drag around these dots and the tension control. And by default, it's like this, but you can just offset the notes a bit. So it sounds like this. And if you want a slightly different view, you can also adjust the tension. And we can take this onto our Echo Keys patch and let's play it. If sometimes any of the chords don't fit your progression, you can always edit these, and this is really great. You can add bass notes, you can add melody notes, all kinds of things actually. I hope you'll find this video on writing chord progressions with stacks useful. Make sure to check out our Music Production Academy with lots of start to finish courses on making tracks in various genres. And if you'd like to learn Live 12 with all the foundations of music production, check out the Beginner to Advanced Live 12 Start to Finish course. And to learn more about chords and harmony, make sure to see the Music Theory for Melodic House and Techno course. All of the links you'll find in the video description. Make sure to subscribe to our channel. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, write us a comment, and I will see you in the next ones.